Greetings, I'm Dr. Peter Vajda. So, first and foremost, time management is never, ever about time. In spite of all the time management tools and techniques with which we're bombarded every day, apps, videos, webinars, books, and the like, we don't seem to be improving very much on the efficiency with which we're living our lives and managing our time. We try to juggle too many tasks at the same time. We try to juggle too many time commitments with little to no success. So to be successful with managing our time, each of us has three options. First, to increase the amount of available time we have. Second, reduce the number of tasks we choose to engage in. Or third, change the amount of time we spend on a particular task, that is, our efficiency and productivity. Our common strategy is to rob Peter to pay Paul. And when we do this, we generally engage in self-limiting and self-sabotaging trade-offs, the result of which is usually giving up what we need the most: exercise, me time, sleep, personal or professional growth, healthy relationship, vacation, and the like. The downside? Stress and stress-related illnesses such as diabetes, heart disease, and addiction in its various forms. This workshop offers three general strategies. 1, doing the right thing. 2, doing things the right way. And 3, operating at 100% productivity. So for each strategy, we explore a number of tactics or 9 o'clock Monday morning behaviors, and I'll mention a few here. 1, learning how to say no to those who are always asking you for something, and in the process giving up our own aspirations and dreams and desires and goals only because we don't want to upset somebody else. This is a psycho-emotional issue that needs exploration. We also refuse to say no to distraction and then find ourselves caught up in all these time challenges that we're saying yes to. And what's underneath that? Second, having a clear sense of purpose. Why? Purpose allows us to be clear about why we're on the planet. And this clarity supports us to be very clear about what we want in life. Many, if not most of us, are confused about this, about our purpose. Our purpose is our beacon, our North Star, our guiding light as to the choices and decisions we make to forward the action of our life. Third, eliminate the need to be perfect. A self-sabotaging behavior we learned as children to get mommy and daddy's and others' approval, or recognition, or love, and now as adults is counterproductive. Perfection leads to burnout, absenteeism, presenteeism, rust out, and our being demanding of others, all of which affect our efficient and effective use of time. And lastly, multitasking. Multitasking is a pernicious disease which is affecting all of us, and it's greatly self-destructive. A recent study of British college students, for example, found that multitasking led to a drop in IQ, that is, a reduced capacity to be intelligent. We explore 5 pitfalls of multitasking, 2 of which are the following. First, people who believe they can multitask effectively share a dangerous delusion that paying attention to several things simultaneously actually increases their available attention above 100%. Nothing can be further from the truth. It's impossible. The autonomic brain can do 2 things at the same time, walk and chew gum, but the neocortex, thinking, decision-making, part of the brain cannot. Second, it can take the mind up to 15 minutes or more to return with full attention to a task that we were previously working on. Think about that. Multitasking seriously interferes with efficient use of time. In this workshop, with plenty of exercises, we also explore delegating, mindfulness, and emotional mastery. So the objectives of this workshop are, first, to understand how and why doing the right thing results in a clear, purposeful path to success and well-being. Second, understand how and why doing things in the right way leads to increased productivity, focus, and efficiency. Third, understand how and why 100% productivity supports one to experience less stress and a greater sense of well-being, mentally, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. 4, understand how and why having a life purpose facilitates the choices and decisions we make that allow us to manage and use our time more self-responsibly. And 5, understand the research explaining how and why multitasking is the greatest obstacle to efficient and effective use of time. So some of the takeaways are exploring and gaining better awareness about what gets in the way of my managing time effectively and self-responsibly, so I can experience greater peace of mind and sense of well-being. That my willingness and my ability to say no to distractions, people, tasks, activity, supports my mental, physical, emotional health and well-being. 3rd, time management is never about time. Really critical. 4, one of the best performance-enhancing tools is sleep. And 5, the most important asset we have to get things done is energy, not time. So there it is. I hope this brief summary will pique your interest in exploring this time management workshop and time management in a new and different transforming way. And if you're interested in the workshop, have questions, or want more information, following the short video will be a screen with my contact information. So there it is. Thank you for taking the time to listen. So as these seconds tick by, ask yourself, how am I using my time? Am I being sincere and honest and self-responsible? Thanks again for listening, and take good care.